Hi, today I'm going to demonstrate a very different way of making vegan tacos. I had this when I was in Santa Fe, and rather than using corn or flour tortillas, they used jicama. So I'm going to show you that what I've done is you can do a mandolin, but I happen to have a deli slicer that can make it very thick. And when you go to the store, you want to find a jicama that is flat, that looks like this. And I was able to slice it very thin so it looks like a tortilla. So that's the base rather than corn. Now we're going to come over here, and it's very simple ingredients. I'm using white mushrooms, but you could use portobellos. And so you would slice up some mushrooms. I've dusted off for any dirt. And then I put them in a saute pan. You can use water, nothing, or you can add a little bit of mushroom broth. What makes this special is what is called avocado sauce. It's a lot of different spices. You can make it yourself by taking dried chilies and different spices and mixing it in the blender, but I have cheated by getting Rick Bayless's, even though it says garlic pork, there's no meat in this, and the fat content is very, very low. And what I've done is sauteed my mushrooms, and I've added this sauce. Now normally, to expedite the filming, I would normally turn this off and let it marinate overnight. So then what we will do is we'll come over here, and here is my little taco plate set up with the jicama, and then I would add the filling, and then as a garnish I have already chopped up here radishes, but you could do pickled radishes, which is easy to do yourself. You could cut up some radishes with garlic, peppercorn, a little bit of sugar, and white vinegar and put it all in a mason jar, shake it up, and in 3 days it would be pickled. And then top it with some cilantro. And even, I know to keep it sort of low fat, you could also garnish it with a little bit of avocado. And I'm gonna turn this off for 1 second so I can go, well, I have enough time. So hold on, and I'm going to fill up and make the finished product. So I'm spooning some of the mushroom sauce in here, very simple. This would be great for Super Bowl. Also, the jicama can be found at Asian markets. Usually you want to find one that would be at the size of, for tacos. Here's our radishes. A little bit of that, and let me get the avocado. Fortunately, the one that I got from the store wasn't as fresh, but then you could add a little avocado if you wanted to, if you wanted to even put your own pico de gallo on here. And so I just fell in love with this when I was in Santa Fe and thought it was so great that you could use, rather than corn or flour, this would be very gluten-free for folks with the jicama. And that if you don't have I happen to have a deli slicer that hasn't used meat, and you could also use a mandolin. If you're going to use a mandolin, you're going to have to get a smaller jicama. And if you don't have little taco shells holders, you could make these nachos. You could take the jicama, spread it on a plate, put the same ingredients, and make them as Santa Fe style nachos. Thank you.